fork. Feels. Food. This'll do. Netflix or Hulu? Let's talk about it, shall we?
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to Let's Wine About It, episode 1.
Pop the cork.
So the way we're going to start these episodes is my guest is going to bring me a bottle of wine of their choice and then tell me about it. So today's special guest is Tropikana, radio personality.
Hi. That's me.
And what bottle did you bring me today?
So we're trying Sophia Rosé. We're celebrating today our second lipstick
We are.
district. It was successful today, so
We had our second event.
I thought a rosé would be fitting for your first Let's Wine About It and our second lipstick district together.
And the bottle is so cute.
It's just really
I
great.
feel like I
That's
need to
the
hold
real
on to
reason.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, we just thought it was a really cute bottle, to be honest. Cheers to Let's Wine About It.
Cheers.
Let's wine about it.
Ooh, it's so pretty and pink.
We're gonna start off slow.
Okay. Okay.
Let's start off slow.
Okay.
Cheers. Oh, that's smooth.
That's good.
That's really smooth. Sometimes rosés can be a little bit tart.
And it smells good. Yeah.
So we're having a whole wine tasting.
Okay, I'm here for it.
That's what it's about, though. I love wine tasting. So today I want to wine with Tropikana because I feel like, well, first off, I think we should start on how we met,
Oh wow.
because this is almost like full circle. This is full circle.
It is.
This is funny. I'm about to start. Let's go back down the road to 2014.
6 years ago.
When I was a freshman in college, a journalism student, entertainment reporting, and I got the assignment to go to, what was it? Ohio's Got Talent. And it was my first time doing my own event. I was going to be doing interviewing. I had to set up all the interviews. I had a cameraman and that was it.
Yeah.
Everything was up to me. I was so nervous.
You did such a great job. You did such a great job.
Thank you. I remember I read who the judges were and I didn't know anybody because I was new to the city.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody. I was from here. So I was like, I don't know. So I remember telling people, oh, who are you gonna interview? And I was like, I don't really know, but like, I said, I think like some lady named Tropikana. And everyone's like, oh, you get to interview Tropikana? Yo, she's dope.
She's super
No,
gassing
because
it right
like
now.
you have to understand, she's very humble.
No, she's super
very,
gassing.
no, very humble. But everybody was just
that.
like, oh my god, you get to interview Tropikana. She's dope. She's so dope. And I'm like, okay. First time doing this, I'm like, I don't know who this lady is. So I go and interview her. And first off, Trop tells me that her grandmother raps. That's what I can.
That's
that
not
is the
exactly
one,
what I said.
That is the one memory that
That's
I
not
have.
exactly what.
I'm looking for something that stands out, something that I haven't seen before, something that separates you from everybody else. Because my grandmother raps. Does your grandmother rap?
Because everybody raps. My grandma raps. Does your grandmother rap? And I was like, no. But I played it off. So I was like, does her grandmother really rap? I interviewed you, and then you judged the show. I did the whole show, interviewed artists, and then at the very end, I had my best friend meet me there, and we were both just hungry little journalists. And we were like, she's a radio personality. We have to go talk to her. We have to network. We have to network. So we went and came to talk to you. You talked to us for like an hour. Like this whole like it wasn't a stadium. It was a little venue.
It was like
little
a theater.
Yeah.
It was a theater.
It was empty, and I think they were getting ready for another event, and you were still talking to us that entire time.
Yeah.
And I will never forget that.
Sounds about right. I talk too much.
And then fast forward 5 years. 5 years later, I'm working at a radio station, and I find out that we're getting a new radio personality. No one would say her name, and someone let it slip.
Wow.
And I was like, wait, say the name again? And I was like, I know her. She was my first interview ever.
Wow.
And
That's
now
so
look
crazy.
at us, whining about radio.
Cheers to that. I remember that event, and it's so crazy because I did a lot of those events back then. But I remember talking to you that day. I remember what I had on, and I remember that talent show. It was at Kent, and we had a party that night. They got shut down before we actually got to
And
get
we were supposed
to
to
the
go
party.
to that party, but it got shut down
Because it was so many
before we
people.
even left the dorm.
It was so many people they wouldn't get in line because y'all was rowdy at Kent. Y'all turned up. Y'all turned up before we even got to get in the party.
That's true.
But you're right. I'm so proud of you. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Working in the industry
Hello again.
that we started in. We met your freshman year of college.
That's crazy.
And now
I just really thought about that. Like, wow, this is a full
that says a
circle.
lot. That says that you've grown. That says that you've grown and that you followed your dreams and you are now a working professional in the industry that you started out in. A lot of people don't make that. A lot of people don't get a chance to do that.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
Thank you. But I want to learn about
Okay.
the fact, you've been in radio for almost like 2 decades. You started young. Me, I've only been in radio for a little over 2 years. So there's a lot that obviously you have seen, been through, heard, and there's things I'm still learning. And even though we work in the same building, I'm behind the glass. I'm on the other side of the glass, on the producer aspect, and you are behind the mic. So I want to know, like, of all these years that you've been in radio, since being young to, you're still young, but you started very young. Like, what is like the biggest like stereotype that you had to deal with as like a woman, a black woman in radio?
Wow. That's a very loaded question.
Sorry. Let's whine about it.
Can you pour me another glass of wine? Let me finish this.
I was ready.
One of the biggest misconceptions that I have come across as a woman in radio is a misconception that there's two. One is that we are rich. I don't know who told people like that we get money in radio. No, we do. Don't get me twisted. In some of the markets that you'll see, like an Angela Yee and a Charlemagne and a Big Boy in LA and a Angie Martinez and a Funkmaster Flex, they get paid. In those top 10 markets, they're making big bank. And then there are some in some mid-sized markets that are making a lot of money as well from syndication and just your hustle. Now, if your hustle is really hard, you can get some money. But I remember one thing that always stuck out to me. I was in Cleveland, and this young guy that I knew that was working with me was like, why do you always be like dating regular people? I was like, what? You look like you're rich. Why you not like dating like celebrities? I'm like, what? Like, bruh, back then, for real, I make almost probably as much as you, or maybe less than you. Like, radio is definitely it's a dreamer's career. It's a career for people who really want to be impactful to the community, who really want to like inspire and touch. And a lot of those type of jobs don't come with major bank unless you have a very strong hustle hand. And I've been really blessed to have some good salaries and a mother who was a hustler who taught me how to get it too. So that is a misconception that if you come in, you're automatically going to be rich. But depending on how hard you work and what your work ethic is like, somebody else is whining about it.
We have
Drinking
another
apple white grape juice. My little baby is here. Hey, Boogie. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
The second one would be that we are stuck up and that we're unapproachable because we think we're famous. And the majority of the radio personalities that I've come across are very touchable because we really just we're not celebrities. We are public servants, and we are like more of a politician or a council person than we are a celebrity
Now
or
we're
a
like
star.
activists for the city. To be
That's what we
honest,
are.
on multiple levels.
Yeah, a great radio personality is the voice of the people.
Right.
And in order to be the voice of the people, you have to be touchable by the people. So there's a misconception that we think that we're all that and we're hard to approach. And if you ever see me on the street, anybody will tell you, like, I'm gonna welcome you with open arms. So,
No,
like you
it's
said,
true.
I talked to you for an hour when
You
I
talked
met
to
you.
me for, that's very true, because when I first met you, I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, what do I say to her? What do I do? Like, it's Tropikana. Everybody's like, oh my God, you're interviewing Tropikana. I'm like, I don't
And
know what to do.
I was like a year removed from school when I met you. Like, I wasn't far from school
Yeah,
at that time.
because a lot of people do think like, oh, they're rich, they're superstars, they're celebrities. Like, it doesn't matter what city you're in. Like,
No.
people like me have thought, like, and it's not just like me, but like
Yeah.
everybody who's not in the industry. Once I got there, I
Yes.
was like, oh, you're like me.
I'm so proud of you.
You're having a moment.
No, I'm not having a moment, but I am proud of you.
Do you feel like being behind the mic, you can change your personality, or do you think you should stick to one personality?
I think that everybody has multifaceted personalities, but it takes courage to live in all of them. That sounds kind of crazy. If you think about it, nobody is one-dimensional. I think that depending on what it is, usually if you're listening to me on the radio, you're going to get a wide range of that. From the days that if you listen to us here in Cincinnati with Steph and Jado, they get on my last nerves. They drive me crazy. I don't know what's gonna come out their mouth, and they stress me out to the max. So like you'll hear like that irritated black woman who is sick of them, and then like yep, usually. And I think that there are days where you might hear me talking about my son and the things that I love, or my passion for music, or my passion for the community, or I might turn up one day and it's litty, and then like there's another day where I'm gonna be talking about returning felons and how they deserve to be treated as humans. So I think that it's not necessarily changing your personality behind the mic, but really tapping into each facet of who you are and the people that you're talking to.
I'm glad I asked you. I never asked you that before.
No, you haven't.
I haven't. I'm really getting deep into the.
And you are.
Or is it the wine?
I think it's the one.
Oh, you'll never know. What else do you want to whine about that you don't get to whine about behind the mic?
Let's see. I think I do a lot of whining on the mic. I think I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I feel. So there aren't very many opportunities where I don't get to say how I feel. But one thing that I really would love to see happen moving forward in our industry is I'd like to see more women dominate. I'd like to see more women just really own our ability to change the world. I was talking to my mentor earlier today, and she told this story, and a lot of people are gonna get really upset with me about this, but she told the story of how Michael Jordan played that game, and he took the Bulls to that championship, and he would have the flu. And that made him the ultimate ball player. Now let me explain that I'm not discrediting Michael Jordan at all. He is one of the most amazing, if not the most amazing basketball player of all times. We know that. But Serena Williams played in the US Open pregnant.
Oh my God, I'll never forget when I found out she was pregnant and then she still went and played.
There are women who have won basketball games and played whole seasons carrying their children, and you never knew about it. They never even told you about being pregnant. There are women who have been on the radio every day carrying a child and having their babies live on the radio. And if we ever really tap into it, and I'm not like the most strong feminist, but I definitely believe that there is a unique power that we as women carry. If we ever really tapped into our ability as women and what we're able to do, like birth a child, carry a child, and play a full basketball game or a full US Open and like bring home like medals and championships. Like imagine if you just applied that to your everyday thinking and dominated in everything that you do because you just carried that. So I would like to see, especially in our industry, women just kind of not necessarily take over. We don't want to take anything from you, but I'd love to see us paid the way that men are paid. I'd love to see us have the same opportunities that men have. And I'd love to see us just walk in the fullness of understanding how powerful we are as women. That's what I'd like to see.
Let's whine about it.
Let's cheers to that. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Thank you for being my first guest. All right, well, this has been the first episode of Let's Whine About It. Make sure you comment what you want to whine about, like this video, and subscribe for more because there is so much more, and I have so many more guests in mind.
Great. You're gonna go far, kid. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. That's it. I don't know how to close out these things yet.
Cause she's a nut. Let's cheers.
There you go.